Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this installment I'll be doing an overview and a brief performance evaluation of the Marantz AV8805A. This flagship class high-end preamp processor is one of the finest currently available in my opinion. Before we dive into what the AV8805A has to offer, let's start with a quick explanation of what a preamp processor is. In the simplest terms, a surround sound preamplifier processor, or preamp for short, is like a home theater receiver without the built-in amplifier section. It does video processing, surround sound decoding, input switching, and audio signal processing, and serves as the hub of your sound system. However, keep in mind that you will need a separate amplifier to power your speakers. So, what are the benefits of an audio system using a separate preamp and amplifier? In short, this type of setup will give you better sound and more system-building flexibility when compared to a standalone receiver. It then takes the initial audio signals, whether from your turntable, CD player, Blu-ray player, TV, or streaming services, and enhances them before they're sent to a separate power amplifier. Using a preamp is key for superior sound quality, as it ensures that the signal path is cleaner and sonically purer with more dedicated components to achieve reference-level state-of-the-art audio quality that is not sonically compromised by electrical interference that may be introduced into the audio signal path by onboard amplification. Marantz introduced the AV8805 in 2018 as their flagship preamp processor. However, Marantz released an upgraded version in late 2022 known as the AV8805A, which held this position until early 2023, which is when Marantz released a new flagship preamp, the AV10. Be sure to watch to the end of this video, as I'll tell you where you can obtain the AV8805A at an unheard-of price. Now let's discuss the design and key features of this amazing preamp processor. The AV8805A has excellent build quality, and I appreciate the copper screws used on the unit as well as the copper accents found on the rear panel. This adds to the premium look and feel of the unit in my opinion. The unit weighs a hefty 30.4 pounds, which is very impressive considering it doesn't have any onboard amplification. Visually, this unit is aesthetically pleasing with a look that distinguishes it from other brands of AV pre-pros and receivers on the market. It has a minimalist front end with only the input selector and volume knobs, in addition to a power button. And what truly sets it apart from other brands is the port display located at the top center of the unit. This display, however, only gives you the mode the unit is in and the volume level. Some people do not like this port display and don't find it very useful, and claim it takes away from the appearance of the unit. I, on the other hand, like it and feel it adds a distinct and modern appeal to the front of the unit. For those who have complained about the DisplayPort's info being limited and too small to read from a distance, the AV8805A resolves this issue with a drop-down front panel that gives you access to a full-size display and several control buttons, as well as connectivity ports. The rear panel contains just about every connectivity option you'll need, including 7 HDMI 2.1 inputs. One of these inputs supports 8K signals. There are 3 HDMI outputs, and one of these also supports 8K signals. I should also mention that there is another HDMI input located on the front panel. Now, moving on to key features. The upgraded version has added HDMI 2.1, which enables 8K at 60 Hz and 4K at 120 Hz, and delivers a better overall audio and video experience according to Marantz. The Marantz AV8805A offers incredible sound quality when paired with a high-end amplifier or amplifiers. This high-quality sound is delivered through up to 13.2 channels of audio processing. This pre-pro will process all the immersive, object-based surround sound formats including Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, Auro 3D, and IMAX Enhanced. These surround sound processing modes place objects all around your listening space, with primary sound effects placed above the listening environment. The AV8805A includes Odyssey Multi-EQ XT32, one of the industry's best room correction platforms. Odyssey measures the acoustics of your room with the included microphone, and then fine-tunes the output of your system to best match the unique sonic characteristics of your listening space. This setup is simplified using menus you can see on your TV. For better audio quality, the AV8805A's high-resolution preamplifier section uses a total of 15 single Marantz HDAM circuit boards, or Dynamic Amplifier Modules, that offer reference-setting audio performance for exquisite detail and dynamic range, while reducing noise for the purest sound quality. Additionally, this preamp processor is meticulously tuned by the Marantz Sound Master for amazing performance with careful part selection to create the most musical sound in your home. For all of the music listeners out there, the AV8805A has HEOS built in. HEOS is a proprietary wireless ecosystem that allows you to wirelessly stream music from many music services directly to this unit. It was simple to set up and use. I downloaded the app to my phone, accessed my Spotify account through the app, and started streaming music from my playlists. The sound quality was good, and I enjoyed listening to music through the HEOS platform. Another cool feature that I enjoy using is the Marantz AVR remote app, which allows me to control the unit from my phone. This makes for a convenient way to operate the preamp processor while sitting in my listening position. The AV8805A has so many features that I haven't used yet in the short time I have owned this unit. Eventually, I'll get to most of these, so in the meantime, I will list many of these features in the description section. Next, how does the AV8805A perform? But first I want to say that the HDMI sync issues reported by users of the original AV8805 are now gone. I have not experienced any HDMI sync issues and have no loss of audio or video connectivity. Over the years, I've owned or evaluated several brands of AV receivers. The Marantz AV8805A is my first preamp processor, and I can adamantly say my current AV setup delivers the best sound quality I have ever experienced in my home. My current speaker setup is a 5.1 configuration. I have yet to purchase an additional amplifier and speakers for a Dolby Atmos or DTS-X setup. That being said, when watching movies, the sound quality was excellent. Action movies were very dynamic with lots of impact while revealing an abundance of detail and clarity. The sound field was open and spacious, delivering a great sense of realism. The unit also has excellent dynamic range. For example, during movie scenes with low-level sound, I could hear every small detail in the sound field. On the flip side, movies that contained loud scenes such as explosions were delivered with great dynamic intensity while remaining clear and distinct within the sound field. When listening to music, whether it be multi-channel or two-channel content, I was treated with full-bodied sound with impressive detail and clarity. With two-channel music, instruments in the soundstage had great separation and were well-defined and properly placed within the soundstage. The soundstage was also wide and expanded well beyond the boundaries of my front tower speakers. To sum things up, the Marantz AV8805A is an exceptional preamp processor and is one of the best pieces of audio equipment I have ever encountered, and one of the best units on the market, in my opinion. And according to Marantz, the AV8805A is a masterpiece of audio architecture and is made for home cinema enthusiasts who seek versatility and flexibility without sacrificing musicality, and I have to agree. Moreover, Marantz soundmasters have leveraged decades of experience in hi-fi to drive exceptional audiophile quality surround sound and two-channel music that will satisfy the most discerning listeners while delivering Marantz's signature musicality. Okay, now that we're coming to a close, it's time for me to reveal where you can purchase this amazing preamp processor for half off. That's right, I said half off. Check out the links in the description section to Amazon.com and BestBuy.com to obtain your Marantz AV8805A while they last. With my final thoughts, I want to express how much I'm enjoying this preamp processor. Its features, flexibility, and of course its outstanding sound quality are amazing. This is definitely a keeper. If you want to learn more about the AV8805A, including more info on the features this extraordinary preamp processor has to offer, check out the description section. If you found the content in this video informative, please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for upcoming tech videos. Thanks for watching.